Hello everyone, Milan here. And you want to know what I just realized? There was an encounter that I had missed. This route right here, I had not gotten an encounter from. And by my logic, I could have gotten a tentacle who very much could have helped me. And I just hadn't. So, that really sucks. And I got an HM mule and everything just so I could have something that knew surf. And I don't even need it anymore. Because I can just catch the tentacle. And of course a tentacle is going to be able to swim. Like, who are we kidding? And even then it would evolve before the level cap anyway. So, like, let's fish for it now. I think this is a good time to say that what I'm filming right now is a voiceover, and this was not the original audio, but I am an idiot, so now I have to record a 15-minute long voiceover. The question is, can you even fish things up here? The answer is yes, but I'm pretty sure I actually asked that. Honestly, I should have recorded this earlier while I still remembered more of the recording, but... Can I just fish up something already? I don't even care if it's a Magikarp. I'm just going to throw that back into the ocean. Just give me something. Give me something. At this point, I'm fairly confident that I was actually about to check whether you could even fish things up in this location at this point. But yay, it's a tentacle. Woohoo. Just throw the ball already. If you try to hurt that thing, it'll probably die. Go the great ball, it matches its color scheme. Now that is disrespectful. Why am I reacting to myself? I'm supposed to be saying what I might have been saying here. The question is, what do I name it? I'm considering making it like another SpongeBob reference, but that feels too soon. Like, what would I do? Name it Squilliva or Squilliam? The thing is that I'm pretty sure Squidward was actually a girl, but how about we just make it a different SpongeBob reference and we name it Jellyfishing? It's not an octopus anyway. So let's just put the HM mule back in the box and get Jellyfishing. Jelly, 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 this is the jellyfishing song. Jelly, 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 everyone sing along. Jelly, 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 yes, sorry. I'm not even confident in what episode that's from. And also, it's named Horse X Stomp because, like, it's an HM mule, and mules are crossbreeds between a horse and a donkey. It's clever, I promise. So, jellyfishing has a jolly nature, which, wait, what was a jolly nature again? I forgot. Give me 5 decades real quick. So a jolly nature reduces speed, boosts speed and reduces special attack. Definitely not the best nature, but you can certainly have worse. Anyway, let's catch jellyfishing up a bit to the rest of the team. Because the level cap increases so little to like 33, I think, I'm just going to get them up to level 28 to be safe. It'll probably be fine considering how many encounters we're able to get just because now we have the Surf and Good Rod, but... Anyway, obviously, special attack is Tentacruel's better attacking stat, but speed is its second best stat behind special defense, so it's not horrible, but having its better attacking stat dropped isn't unideal. To be fair, this is before a physical special split, so all of its poison moves are going to be physical, and its physical attack is only 10 points behind its special attack anyway, because it has a attack stat of 70 and a special attack of 80. Anyway, Bubble Beam. It took until this long just for it to get a water move. The thing is, Poison Sting is obviously weak, but it can actually poison, but we all know that I cannot trust Supersonic. Even though 25 is insanely late for it to be able to get a water move, that is still before Flannery's level cap, so if I had remembered this, chances are we would have a lot less deaths there, and I feel like a fool. Obviously, we should teach them Surf. Bubble Beam can reduce speed and also has more PP and doesn't hit everything in double battles. Let's get rid of Poison Sting. Again, I'm fairly confident that Acid can't poison, and Poison Sting poisons a lot of the time and has saved us a lot of times because of that. But also a lot of mods have it. Anyway, we're not going to teach it Cut. It's too soon. Too soon. Oh, I miss Squidward so much. Sorry. Wait, why did I put Acid in its second slot? I don't know if I've already said this before or if I say it later in this video. Meta. But traditionally, I gravitate towards the left side of the screen, so the one that it defaults to and the one below it are the easiest ones for me, so having its other typing of stab move below just doesn't really make sense. Also, all things considered, maybe it would have been better to remove Constrict instead of Poison Sting, because, like, do you seriously think I'm going to use a binding move? I am far more likely to use Poison Sting just to poison. But, too late now. I find it so annoying that if I forget to toggle my bike before going through, they just stop me. Like, how about you have it automatically put me on my bike instead? That is far more convenient and a lot less annoying. Like, before you get your bike, I get it, but after you get your bike, like, they're just assuming that I do not have a bike when they've seen me ride a bike before. Seriously. Yeah, let's get the Super Rod. It's across here, and with it, we're going to get several more encounters. Sorry, Good Rod. Got mixed up. To be clear, I made that same confusion in the original video. Original recording, I mean. I really do not know how to talk. So, yeah, we would have been able to get a fishing encounter there, but we wouldn't want to. With Good Rod, we would be able to get a Carvana, which is obviously a good mom, but I'm going to be getting a lot of water types, so don't really want to do that. And there's also grass across there where we can get a few good encounters. And I'm fairly confident none of the ones in that grass are water type. It's not like water is a bad typing, it's actually really good in this region. The problem is just the fact that I am going to be getting a lot of water types. Because of my rule set and clauses and everything, I'm going to be able, along with me getting jellyfishing then, we're also going to be able to get a Magikarp, and a Wingull, and a Whelmer, and maybe something else I'm forgetting. All of them are good mons, of course, but clearly there's some type overlap. Anyway, let's go back down. I think there's an item over on this island, so. Go away, Tentacool. We got the one we wanted. Oh. I was kind of expecting them to not be trainers. I was just going to talk to them for no reason. Okay. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. You really suck. I'm talking to them to be clear. Jellyfishing, you're the best. You're also a trainer. Interesting. Another Marilay. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. There we go. Call me Jade in the way I'm murdering all these Merrills. You should really teach them to not force people to battle them. Like, stop enabling them. Be a better parent. Oh, here's the item. PP up. Chances are I'm never going to use that. Chances are, even if I did, the mon I used it on is just going to die anyway. I did not have a very good track record, like, taught my Linoon the dig TM, and it didn't even live to use it in the location where the dig TM is most effective. Anyway, here's the abandoned ship. I guess I should probably check what the possible encounters are here, because, like, I guess it's possible that you can, like, get dive mons underwater, or maybe something unique. Maybe a Carvana or a Corefish or something. Let's just check to be safe. Yeah, it's just regular water encounters on both floors, so we're fine to just get a Magikarp here. Technical difficulties. It feels weird that the first room I opened has a dive spot. Not like it doesn't make sense, it just feels strange. And also, if it's supposed to be a hole taken out of the ship, one, why isn't it sinking? And, oh wait, I'm realizing this is a shipwreck. But why are all these people still on here then? I mean, most of the trainers here have water types, so surely they can surf away. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, it would be possible that, like, they can't use surf yet, but wouldn't there be, like, rescue parties? Did this, like, just crash or something? Because, like, it clearly has been abandoned for quite a bit by the time we got here. Or is this, like, a tourist attraction? I'm confused. Anyway, let's turn off fast forward, because fishing is not kind in this game. I went past it. I suck. Old Rod. Come on, give me a fish. That can drop on the deck and flop like a fish. Wait, what? Anyway, just... You are not the fish I want, Tenta-Kaluser. Nailed it. Turn fast forward, back off. What do you mean, not even a nibble? I am offended. Don't know I am a bite. Okay, and another tentacle, are you kidding me? Can you just give me a Magikarp? I know that I've killed the first two members of the Magikarp line that I've used, but I promise I will try to not kill it this time. You may think, oh, you weren't trying to kill them before, but no, Carpy was specifically a sack. I do not understand why, though. I guess I just didn't want to level it up because I was originally, like, grinding to get all the levels, but also the daycare is, before the next gym. Okay, people, I'm back. It cut off, but, I fixed it, and I also cleared a lot of storage. Turns out, in the Sketchbook app, the recently deleted just doesn't automatically clear, so I just cleared my trash and I saved 0.68 gigabytes. 68. Sorry, I cannot resist myself. I have reverse 6-7 brain rot. Alright, peeps. What to name you? Honestly, because I have Wit's Hot Rod 1 stuck in my head, I'm just going to name it Wit. Why not? Can't throw a hit on Wit. Transphobic hypocrite. Why would he want to escape rope? Rope is a great guy. Pretty sure in this generation, dive balls literally only work for things underwater. So 3 mons, but in Gen 3 it's also only counted as 1 location, so I will only use it for that 1 location. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. A Sid. Woohoo! Oh wait, a revive? Actually, I could sell it, to be fair. Good thing I have 3 extra inventory slots. Oh yeah, right, there's the storage key. I thought it was underwater, if I'm going to be honest. I remembered it being underwater, at least. TM13. What's TM13? Ice Beam. Before Winona. You're letting me get Ice Beam before I face Winona. I appreciate it greatly. Cheater. Why don't you, if you want to cheat just so you can face me, why not get rid of that boyfriend that you talk about? Wait, no, then it wouldn't be cheating. How many Meryls am I going to have to murder? Okay, this is Route 107. Wait. Did I get my Route 108 encounter? I genuinely cannot find where they put Route 108. Give me a moment. I have not. Just tell me, why do we worry? Your story's on the ground, so tell me why I'd worry at all. You know what would be really funny? If I fought Wit and I used that Magikarp as a diss. So with the good rod, you actually can fish up water, so... Obviously, I'm just going to be going for that because... It'll probably take me a bit because it's a 20% encounter. And by a bit, I mean extremely long. I bet I'm going to get 3 tentacle before I find a single Whelmer. The recording cut off, so I decided that I would just fish until I caught a Whelmer off camera, and I got it. And I just want to say, shout out to Delta, because I remembered that legally on YouTube, like, if it's fine to say gambling websites, then I'm pretty sure it'd be fine to say the name of emulators. But shout out to Delta, because I was deleting the save states, just to clear up some storage space. And then I was just checking my storage for 1 second, then I come back, and, the game goes back to the screen, and I just removed all the save states that I've taken when the recording is cut off. So I just think that I'm screwed. But there was an autosave. Given if this didn't happen, and they, then that would probably be better, and they didn't make an autosave when, the same thing happened after Archie, but the difference is that I have, caught more Mons since then, so with my perfectionist angle trying to make it be exactly the same, this is easier. I mean, sorry, this would be harder to deal with. Anyway, it's a female Whelmer. I think that you all know that there's only one name I could possibly give it. And by the way, if you're wondering, when I'm not recording, like in between this stuff and while I was fishing, I'm just watching GT Live. I was just going over the Henry Stickmin series. Wait. Okay, the problem is I don't know which route I'm on right now. But, I think you all will be able to forgive me if I just run from this encounter just so I can make sure I am on Route 107 first. Okay, I was on Route 107, so... I don't want to battle you. You're ugly. Why have a guy still and blondly? Why your BS gave you blue ball? Yeah, I think a crit there would be able to kill, so I'm just gonna switch to be safe. Oh, they just got the flail anyway. So they're probably gonna be going for a flying move here, so let's just go into Oreo Sis, because they're one of my members who aren't weak to flying. Okay, they go for Mist. Go to sleep, Mist. Find me like... I've missed Mist. I'm going to be real here. Mist was one of the mods on the previous Discord server I had until LPO invited that frickin' raid bot. Screw that guy. Wait, I've had access to Route 107 this entire time. I could have fished something here. What? Here we are. Jellyfishing doesn't know how to die, and based on the rules, it wouldn't count anyway. Skill issue. If it's a win goal, then, actually, no, we have to name it based off of what its evolved form is going to be. And it's going to be a toilet. Oh yeah, and also if you couldn't tell, I used 2 potions on jellyfishing, off camera just to be safe. 2 regular potions because, like, they were missing exactly 40 health. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. it's raising, like, the healing types of items, like, I'm going to be wanting to keep those on me, but, like, I do not need to keep those on me. If I want to use them, I can just grab them from the PC. There's no harm in doing that. Wait, no. You have the Stardust, you have Burn Heal, you have Paraheal. There's no shop on this island, unfortunately, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad bird, bad bird. What you gonna do? So, yeah, I'm genuinely thinking Captain Briny, died. Sorry, the game crashed again, but here we are. This water route, past this is gonna be Route 105, but, all of the encounters on it, aside from Regice, I already have, but no legendaries. Unless I get desperate. But I've gotten pretty desperate before, and I've made it out. I just have to add clauses, but I can't remove them, so. Yeah, I think they had to have assassinated Captain Briny because he wasn't in Slateport, he wasn't at his house, he isn't here. The thing is, the other things worked because, like, I have everything on the route, and what I'm getting is already dead. And I'm just taking what has been dead for the longest, but here, you can get the Magikarp line, the Tentacle line, the Wingo line, and the Whalmer line, all of which I have a living member of. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the mark first, actually. Wait, sorry, it's not. Get rid of the Stardust. Get rid of this mystical item. Yeah, that is what protein does, so it's also going to go in the PC. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting to Winota in this episode, but I'm still trying to make some decent progress. So now we go to that one route. That's going to be north from here. So we can go out to surf the grass patch, and we just really hope that we do not get a Jigglypuff. I'm hoping for a Taillow, which if I remember correctly, that's the most likely thing. A Swallow would also be fine, but a Guts Taillow is what I really want. Oh wait, while we're over here, kick, 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 kick. Every time I see that girl, I have to kick her. Anyway, I'm going to put some of them into the box for now, so we can let these other ones have some chances. We have some poison overlap and yeah, there's no other overlap, so I'm just going to put you in the box because I like the other two more. Professional favoritism over here. It's a bit unfortunate that Toilet was caught at level 29. I don't think I'm in trouble, but... Now I'm gonna get these other two up to level 28. Whirlpool's genuinely, I have no clue why it keeps on cutting off. I'm gonna have over a gigabyte of storage space free at this point. I've been working on clearing my storage just so I can record more. Are you proud of me? I don't know, maybe. Wait. Yeah, it does usually. I've learned my lesson. You should never give me the move rollout. You see, this is referencing the Emerald Only Water run for like at least the third time. Because I didn't want to risk the Voltor blowing up against my Marsh Stomp, so I had my poor Azumarill Gracie facing it. And I was using rollout, but it didn't stop, and then one came out that actually had an electric move, and she was murdered. The theme for that one was I was just giving them, like, people names that came to mind that, like, I was, like, alphabetizing them, so, like, the first encounter started with an A, which was Albert the Marsh Stomp. And I was just, like, naming them based off their gender, and then Gracie was just the first G name that came to mind that started, that was a feminine one. I have a friend named Gracie, and, really, I haven't talked to her for a while, but she's a good person, and she's, like, running for a student president or something. I mean, I voted for her to win next year. Let's grab strength. Give them strength. You know, yeah. This song sucks and it's too many. This isn't coherent and you know it. Whirlpool 70% accurate. Are you kidding? Kidding. Anyway, I think I'm going to teach Fachade to chat. I want to get rid of Rock Smash, but we don't have the move deleter yet. Actually, no, technically we can go to it, but we'd have to do a lot of plot progression to do so. Not like I ever use Focus Energy, though, let's be real. I should also probably teach them Surf. Just probably. They both have their pluses. The thing I'm just thinking... Wait, I'm realizing that Surf doesn't hit your ally in Gen 3, right? Or was it Muddy Water that hit both but not your ally? Either way, I have them on with Protect, so it's not like it matters, but... Water Protect, to be fair. So I'm gonna get rid of Growl. Do I ever use Growl? Have I used Growl a single time in my life? Okay, yeah, on that one, but... The thing is, I tend to put ones I will use more in the third slot in this generation because top left, obviously, by default, I'm going to use the most, but then bottom left is just the one I use second most, generally. Dragon Rage becomes less and less useful as time goes on. The fact Toilet is level... Oh wait, it evolves at level 30, I'm realizing. So if I remember correctly, you know, I'm just going to pull it back up. I already forgot what route number I'm on, though, so I'm just gonna leave. Route 115. Alright, Sarah B. Okay, so yeah, Wingo is a dude here. There is a 40% chance for Talo and 10 for Swellow, and without Wingle, that means there's about a 55.5, about 55.5% chance that I get a net member of the Wingle line. Then Swablu is 30%, so about 33.3%. Then Jigglypuff is 10, so about 11.1%. We really do not want Jigglypuff here. Swablu is passable, Dragon-type Altario, will be fine. We really want a Guts Talo. Guts Talo is strong. You see, it's possible for me to dodge all the trainers here. That's a dupe. The fact that's a 10% is really scaring me. Let's go! By my logic, if I accidentally kill this thing, I'll be able to re-roll the encounter. Hey, it's a good thing I specified that beforehand, right? That's not as good, but skill issue on my part. Let's just damage it. I can't astonish you back. How dare you? Well, Water Pulse didn't kill the first time. Is Water Pulse a high crit rate move? You should be able to tell that I never learned lessons. Wahoo. You dare ask the name of this beautiful creature. Why isn't it obvious? It's Ari. I will never stop stealing names from Jaden. If I can keep stealing names from Jaden, I will keep stealing names from Jaden, because it means I have to think less. Cut off again, but at this point I don't even believe it, so... by that I mean, I do not believe that I don't have enough storage space. Didn't mean to start this fight, but... guess I gotta end it now. Do you have a flying move? You have wing attack. Perfect. You can't flinch me if I'm not attacking. Cut that out of the video. You know what? I'm honestly not that mad. Like, Route 105, we can still get a free encounter from my logic. I can just get another Wingle right now. I'm... And we are back. We're about to be assigned a random amount of lives. I'm going to look at the natures now so I can put them in here. Because I forgot to before. You were brave. Plus attack minus speed. Wow, that's a horrible nature. I guess it did mean that your wing attack would do more damage there, to be fair. Sorry, it's taking me forever to find where each of these are. So, Pearl is docile, which is neutral. Wit is quirky, which is also neutral. And I'm pretty sure I already put in jellyfishing's nature. I mean, you resist fighting moves. Sure. Get you in, like, infinite locations, basically. Not actually, obviously, but might as well be able to. Screw you. Oh, wait, I forgot to change that back. TMO1. TMO1 is Focus Punch. MJTB reference. Never punished. Except for that other guy. Anyway, let's go bury toilet. Not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. I'm a fool, but I already knew that. As you can see, I divided the death boxes into what was pre this series and during this series. Anyway, Ari, what's your nature? I forgot to heal. Hell yeah, you have guts. Plus special attack. Minus speed. It's unideal, but it could be worse. I'm trying to be optimistic. It's extremely out of character for me, and you should all know that. Okay. We don't want... Yeah, I still forgot to heal. I suck. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go heal, actually. I suck so badly. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. So now I have 2 Guts Mons and 2 Intimidate Mons. Now, isn't that just swell? I bet it's rare that someone says that quote and actually means it. Oh. Yeah, its Evo level might actually be like 20. Or it could be 24. Either way, Ari is now the biggest bird that we have. Yeah, special attack is literally tied for their worst stat. And speed is their worst, it is their best stat. I take it back. That's literally the worst nature they could possibly have. Endeavor. I'm more likely to use it than focus energy, that's for sure. The only game I have ever used focus energy in is Pokemon Quest. Focus energy. If you know, you know. And chances are no other person on the planet knows. Do I have battle animations off? That explains a lot. But the game is less boring when you have them. Obviously, they never died a water pulse. Now this one is no toilet. This is, of course, John Michael Wingle. Yes, another MJTV reference. Except there is not enough characters. So you can actually see it as a double reference. I am both referencing the Mitchells from Nuzlocke and John Michael Wingle. Even though it's not even spelled the same because those still had the same amount of letters, but... Oh my gosh, I am so horrified. A level 6 seed out, yeah, I'm screwed. Oh, thank goodness I outsped. If it outsped me, I would be dead. Yeah, I have to outspeed here too. Oh no, a quick attack me. Oh, we're barely alive. Oh, that was horrifying. Hold on, I'm having some technical difficulties because autocorrect does not understand. Why won't you understand? Why can you blue balls? Plus speed minus defense. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that's good nature. Pelipper might actually have decent special defense, but I think it's fast. Well, I guess it's time to find out. The thing is, Carvana Unana is also from the Subaru Rod. But unfortunately, every location you can get it, we've already gotten an encounter in. Let me just pull up, Carvana Unana. All of my heart is in Carvana Unana. Yeah. So if we go to its locations, if I can find where that is, we'll find that in Ruby and Sapphire, it can only be found in routes 118. Oh, I'm getting it mixed up with Corfish. I apologize. But both of those routes we're going to be wanting to get grass encounters anyway. But now if we look at Corfish, we will find that it is only in early game locations with something you can't get until after beating the 5th gym. The first route you can find it in, the first location is Petalburg City. Too bad we got got a dead goldfish here. Then Route 102, too bad we got a dead worm here. Then Route 117, which is not right by us. Wait. Route 117, where is Route 117? So that's 118. That's Route 117, got it. And weirdly enough, the encounter we got there is actually alive. Anyway, something I've realized is that I've been wasting a lot of time traveling in between when the fastest route to get from Mauville to here is literally just get out of the way, badass. Oh, are there no surfing trainers in this game? So... I'm realizing that I missed the opportunity to reference the Emerald Water Lock. The other one I could... what I was saying is, the other one is also, like... This has been happening, if the recording is just cutting off, then it just causes a glitch that makes me keep on going in the direction I was, but it's a relatively easy fix. So, you know what I just remembered? Me logic. And me logic indicates that there is a very simple solution to guarantee getting a Magnemite. Also, if any of you are wondering why it's working like this, what I mean is that Route 101, obviously I had killed things before I had come up with that rule, and I was just thinking if I start with my Route 101 encounter. You are not allowed anywhere near electric types, nor are you. You are almost at the level cap, but you aren't weak to water. I mean, aren't weak to electric. Because I have to keep one of them, I'm just going to keep Swallow, both because it has guts, and because it's fully evolved. And it's not 4 times. I won't stop until I at least get my Magnanimity. Oh wait, none of the ones in the party know surf, so maybe not Ari then. I suck. It feels so nice that there is anything in that box. And I hope you all know that. Okay, so I don't even have to use my logic. Let's go. Flames resist both magical leaf and cut, but cut would obviously do less. Yeah, a lot less. It really was a lot less. By a lot less, I meant very little. Honestly, I'm going to go check what I named it in the Emerald Amateur log. Just so I can have a reference to myself for once. Okay, no, I keep on referencing the water lock, so can't really make that argument. I'm also realizing that I'm actually on a further episode than that now. But that one is far further into the story, obviously. Because I would do the grinding off camera, mainly. And also the episodes just got a lot longer. The thing is, the episode it's in is, like, almost 1.5 hours long, so, like... Okay, what did I name that? Okay, of course, I was referencing Jaden, and I'm going to do it again. Why fix it if it's not broken? And it serves as a double reference. I mean, yeah, I might as well get the Thunderbolt here. What's the fax number? Is it way too electric? It feels weird that the two of them are speed tied, but I also don't know which one I would expect to be faster. You know? So yeah, it is going to be taking longer because of that, but who cares? Ooh, free alcohol. I'm surprised at how many magnemities I'm finding. I thought it was like 30%. I guess I'm not accounting for the electrode and magneton, to be fair. Give me a moment, I just want to check the encounters. Just 3, please. So in this part of it, oh, yeah, the lines are just 50-50 throughout the whole thing. In this part, there's a 1% for both magneton and electrode, though. But that's why I said the lines. Obviously, the green one is not an electrode. Because blue is a more electrical color. The fact that they're able to run away from the magnemities most of the time, I'm very proud of. I mean, sorry, from the Voltorbs most of the time, they're consistently getting the magnemities. I'm pretty sure that's an electrode, but what do you know? Wait, just a Voltorb? It feels weird that it clears when I run from it. Like, wouldn't it just stay there then? Or am I, like, grabbing it, I realize it's a Voltorb, and then chucking it into the wall? Where's the Thunderbolt TM, though? Is that only an emerald? There's no way, right? Did I get it and not notice? No. Oh wait, there's gonna have an items section on Cerebi. So it's just not in here, genuinely. I came in here for nothing. Oh wait, I think Watson actually gives it to me after I do this. Was that it? I think it might be. there's so many encounters. I know that this is going to shock all of you, but I'm going to use this item called a repel. Wait. I mean, it was worth checking, right? I'm a stupid. Groundbreaking. Like me using repels. Unheard of. That one was a bit overkill, but it also means I won't get anything in the water. To be clear, I'm only using them because I got them free. But I'm actually considering buying some repels. Wait. I can't even get repels here. There we go. Thanks, Watson. The funny thing is that Watson is a lot friendlier than the character who is canonically my favorite. Like, can I have a refund? I could just put everything in my cart. Again, I'm doing this because the others are closer to the level cap. Bashful? Why would I bash Full? Full is a nice guy. So we got Imaginamite. Zip, Zap, Zop was Cop. At Party Bashful, which is neutral. Sturdy is not incredibly useful in this generation, but it's not like it's a bad item. It's just, it becomes a lot more useful later. Later in the series is what I mean, to be clear. Spork. The thing is, despite the fact that 5 of them are weak to electric, it's a relatively diverse team. I mean, obviously it's not incredibly diverse, but like, I haven't really had that much diversity for a lot of this return series. And like, we have an electric steel type, normal flying, 2 water flying, pure water, water, poison. Like, it's better than just having 4 pure water types, you know? Wait, do all of them no serve? Yeah, I had a feeling John Mitchell didn't. Sorry, I'm just used to immediately being able to access the summary, but those just come first, and it kind of annoys me. I do not... I remember in my older son, I was using a token on my team, and he missed just because I had the Lucid orb that was like a kind of rainbow because of, like, the typings. Bye, Steven. Oh, none of them no cut. I promised myself I would never touch this. Sorry, I told myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm realizing that Lombre doesn't even have cut. Yeah, binding moves just don't tend to be very strong, and I tend to not use them. I'd rather just poison them. Given acid can't poison, but... I'm just gonna grab HM. What if we started calling them HMMs? HM mules. Hidden machine mules. Saying it in full like that just sounds wrong. Yeah, I'll probably put wood in the box. Unless it like cuts off mid-sentence, I'm probably going to end the video whenever it cuts off, so. Sorry for the inevitable abrupt today. Okay, I already forgot what route I'm on. I wasn't even paying attention in the first place, if I'm going to be real. Okay, Route 118, got it. And what shall my encounter for the 118th route be? Electric. I'm pretty sure you can paralyze other electric types in this generation, right? Yes, you can. There we go. I'm pretty sure I just remembered that because of grinding in the amateur lock. Speaking of, what did I name the dead electric? I'm just gonna go to the episode it died. That seems the easiest here. I only had it for a few episodes anyway. And I know it was off screen, and I know it was on the screen there. Give me a moment. Okay. It looked like thunder, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't more than that. But thunder, you are not to die like the other one. If you did, I'd be mad at you. Yeah, I really shouldn't have you at the front of my party. But Zip Zap Slot needs healing, so I'm just gonna go back. Oh, I could have made a total drama reference. Damn it. To be fair, if I just named it Lightning without context, it would seem lazy. Thunder is also a lazy name, but... If you are a dedicated fan, you're going to get the reference, but I don't think anyone actually watches these. It takes me so long just to switch that. Just the size of it just baffles me for a few seconds there. I'm just frozen. Plus speed minus defense? Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling. So you actually live to evolve, unlike someone I know. I'm just avoiding trainer fights, not because I'm scared of them, even though I really should be at this point, but I just don't want XP. What's your speed stat? It's gonna be something insanely high, I swear. 75. And you have a speed stat of 70, and that's with a minus speed nature. You only have 37, but I can cut you some slack because you're unevolved, and also you just aren't like one of the slowest electric types at this point in the series. Maybe even the slowest one. Haha, you wasted your turn. It genuinely might do more damage even if it's resisted. There it is, stab. Yeah, I'm just going to switch at this point solely because it's healing. Are you ready to die? Shroomish have hurt me so many times. In fact, before this video, I made a kill leaderboard. First place is obviously Archie's Golbat. Each even in this timeline's canon. It still has 7 kills, followed by Flannery's Torkoal with 4. Then Metatites from Gym Trainers is in 3rd at 2. And then the entire species of Shroomish is at 4th with 1.5. The retracted deaths I just counted as 0.5, so. And then with 1 each, there's then Machop, Grovyle, Coughing, Slugma, and Slacking. And then with 0.5 each, there's Tentacool, Poison as a concept, Wingull, and Scorn. Literally crippled my team members. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm going to rob you now. I think that they're actually just a trainer and the person who these berries actually belong to is inside, but I'm just going to blame them for stealing the berries. I never take accountability. Also, speaking of berries, I don't know if I went over this in the amateur lock, but I planted them here, but because I was using save states instead of actually saving the game, they literally disappeared. Just because I was, like, trying to grow the right berries for Melodic. So, I'm probably gonna have to, like, try to cheat them in or something. Go back in time. That would be inconvenient and tedious. Thank you. Sorry I'm slow. Mighty yet aim. I do not remember whether she always gives you something or if it's extremely rare based off of what you say, but an item. It feels weird that they removed the trees right behind them, but I get that it's just to see the item, but it looks so weird. Especially after the item itself is gone. Can't get to Mount Pyre yet. I'm gonna go back to heal. I forgot about you. Oh no, a mist. Go to sleep, mist. Pretty sure this guy's a bird keeper, actually, so I'm just gonna kill him. Yes, he is. Oh wow, that hurt so much. I'd rather intentionally start a fight than get mad when I fail to evade it. A polyper? I just want to kill that because why not? It's a wild polyper. Wait, isn't that a 1%? Oh, it's a 5% on this route. I feel a lot less cool now. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the HM mule in the box. I'm not using them for anything. I don't remember if I remembered to say it already. About naming the other one Catherine as a reference to the amateur lock. I feel like that would probably be a bad idea because I would be more connected to it solely because of that, and then more upset when they died. Zip Zap Zop is the most powerful Magnemite to ever exist. Pretty sure they evolve at level 30, so. Oh yeah, what is in this route? I already forgot. Truck dog. So there's Oddish, Zigzagoon, Linoon, Tropius, and Kecleon. Kecleon being a 1%. Oddish is 30, Tropius is 9. Because I can get other encounters, the Zigzagoon line is ruled out. Otherwise, it would have a 60% chance of getting it. But since there are eligible encounters here, no dice. I don't know what I mean by that. So that means that Oddish goes up to about like a 65% chance. Then Tropius is going to be like around 20-ish. Like, Oddish is going to be around 65, Tropius is going to be around 25, I think. Added together, that's 9, and then Kecleon's going to be like 2 to 3%. So clearly my estimations of the other two aren't accurate, but the moral of the story is that there's an over 50% chance that I just get an Oddish in the grass here. But if I used a good rod, I could get a Carvana Unana. But also, I have a lot of water types, to be fair. So, and to be fair, Oddish would probably be better than the other two, if anything. I just like Tropius. And can you blame me? Dupe. How have I not ran into a single trainer? I mean, I'm not complaining for this battle. I remember there being way more frequent encounters in tall grass, but here we are, it's an Oddish. Oh, Castform was on this route. Hold on a second. If the starter being a gift encounter makes it count separate from the route that it's on, then I can count Castform separately. Wait. So this actually won't be a nothing episode because there's both Shelly at the Weather Institute and then my rival. There's no way that kills. You got some nerve. I can't tell whether I disrespect this Oddish or respect it because of this. Or both. To be fair, a wild Pokemon of random AI. And here we make another MJTV reference. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I just, am slow. Oddish one's out. That's a reference to Pokemon Talk to those who are uncultured. Because he literally got the odd ones out for an episode and turned them into a weed. Now that's respectful. So I'm pretty sure this is the location where Brendan shows up. Or at least it's almost the location, so I'm gonna go back and heal. And probably break my streak by running into a trainer. Called it. Yeah, then Jaska's really fast too, but it's weak to electric. Only why your BS gave you blue ball. Because I am going to be having boss fights, I'm probably going to grab some mons that make so long in recordings that I'm going to see my intro again. Hello everyone, Milan here. Anyway, Oddish ones that was a naive nature night. I'm whispering the answers. It's 3:55 a.m. So, I remembered that May actually is at the Weather Institute, not just on the route. Once again, I have not played Sapphire. Like before this, the last time I had before this saving my Sapphire Nuzlocke, the last time I had played Sapphire was my Sapphire Nuzlocke, and the last time that I had made it most of the way through a playthrough in Sapphire was my first Pokemon game ever, which was over 2 years ago at this point. So, yeah, I just am thinking of Emerald because a lot of things I've done in Emerald were more recent. Anyway, Shelly has all mons in the level 20 at level 28. Then our rival, their Welmer and Numel are level 29, and then their Grovyle is 31, which is 2 levels below the level cap. So I am going to want to be leveling up my answers for each of those a bit more. But honestly, I would probably be safe to just get all of them up to level 31. I mean, wait, that was the last level cap, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Honestly, I can't see why not. Based on this team, you can probably tell that Ari's going to be the main answer for Grovyle, so I'm probably gonna because we're actually fighting foes with diverse teams. Like, jellyfishing is evolving. Force of habit. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. Hey Fab, I'm gonna kill you. Sonic's VJJ. Someone was when he wanted to go to the 30 Mr. Winning the Favorite Memory Use, he's reaching Mr. Include and I'm definitely one of the demonstrate how to come motherfucker on the affiliates left name, Dave Train, and the things are avoiding all the separate because of what they're motivate elevate music and make elevate music. Yeah, that was far from perfect, but now I have some attempts at doing that. I'm pretty out of practice, but I'm slowly getting back into practice. The thing is, I remember where the leaf stone is, and we're going to be able to get a vial from before them, so that's nice. By then, I mean the boss fights. This video is over an hour long at this point, but I'm still going for a few reasons. One, I don't want it to cut off abruptly again, even though I said I was going to have it cut off abruptly. Two, it would just make sense to make sure that I try to have there be a boss fight in as many episodes as possible. And the episodes will be more interesting that way. Two, if I'm rushing things more, I'm more likely to have deaths. And even though I hate that, it's entertaining to watch. And if anyone is actually looking at the thumbnails and recognizing the patterns, they will see that whenever the Grim Reaper's in the thumbnail, that means at least one Pokemon dies. So if they see the Grim Reaper in the thumbnail, and they know that, they would be more incentivized to click on because they know that something's gonna die. Even if that thing is my sanity. Oh wait, that's already dead. The thing about the bonds that I have is that with the Gyarados is still my bond with the highest BST. Gyarados is just so powerful. For a second I thought Tentacruel might be tied. I mean, it evolves later too, but nope, in fact it has a 25 lower BST. Okay, I think I remember calling jellyfishing's nature unideal because it was plus speed minus special attack. Speed is actually their second best stat, given special attack is tied for third and it's their better attacking stat. But all things considered, that's a pretty good nature for a Tentacruel. You could have showed up later if you want, earlier if you wanted me to catch you. I can't tell whether this is the feedback spot or not, but I don't think it is. It's so weird that they put it further. I'm guessing it's so you can like see yourself because you have to go behind it in this location to grab it, but it looks so wrong. Yeah, the hopping just not doing it fast enough. As a wise man once said, now I call that skill issue. Right, there's literally nothing over here. You see, that's called jinxing it. Yeah, I actually don't know what that would be called. But I had a feeling, and my beeline was correct. Sorry, bad joke. Seriously? You turned just as I went there, just to fight me. Ari. Where's the child? Seriously. To be clear, Ari, I do not blame you. That's just bad luck. And with the animation for wing attack, It makes no sense that you'd be making contact for effects for to activate. Just saying. I'm just trying to waste as little healing as possible because I'm cheap. Also, I'm frustrated because I'm an idiot. Let me explain. So, because the last part was so long, it was the reason that there was so much time between these recordings was because the other one was failing to airdrop to my phone so many times before it was saying insufficient storage, it was just saying failed. And I went on a lot of like tangents or something. I don't know if the right word would be there. Okay, that was unavoidable. Are you kidding me? The concept of Ninja Boys scares me at this point. Can you blame me though? Sorry, I'm just getting some PTSD here. Coughing from a Ninja Boy has killed a Pokemon in a Nuzlocke for me twice. Given it was the same coughing from the same Ninja Boy in separate Nuzlocks, but still. Alrighty. So, the first one we're going to have to deal with was Shelly, I think. Was it Shelly? Yeah, it was. She opens with Carvana, and then has Mediana. Like usual, no water moves, and both of them only have one damaging move. Weirdly enough, Carvana has the stronger one, and it's the lead, and has 115 less base stat points. Before I do this, I just want to show y'all something that I'm doing. The thing I thought of is the Hyena Desert in Alola functions like a weird kind of maze, so I thought, what if I made like a kind of puzzle sort of thing in Google Slides, where like you have to figure out the way through. Obviously I'm going to like remove the keys and stuff, because these were the best images I could find, and it was a guide to everything. But my idea is that people can either test their way around if they don't know it, or test their knowledge if they do. And if you like click on items when you find them, and it's like, you found blank item. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, right, you can heal here. I forgot. The thing is, it's impossible to avoid both of them. And no, Shelly wouldn't be counted as a boss fight if she wasn't mandatory, and if you can't go your way around this one, then it's definitely not Shelly, even if it kind of looks like it could be. Yeah, it's just everyone's favorite character is Knuckle Grunt. I mean, logically, I was expecting Rough Skin to hurt you with Spark, but like... Oh wait, yeah, there's probably just a list of moves that make contact instead of it being based off whether they're physical or special. That would make a lot more sense. Get Snuck attacked. Snuck attacked. Thunder is actually so strong. Knowing my so I'm just gonna fight you here. And I'm gonna go down to heal you to be safe. Realistically, the only way I am ever evading a spinner is by turning off fast forward, but I only do that when I am forced to. And I would rather take like upwards of a few minutes of battling a trainer than spend a few seconds turning off fast forward. Okay. The thing is, there's a decent chance that Thunder would actually be able to take out my Deanna. Like, the Intimidate isn't going to do anything because this is pre-physical special split. Anyway, I added the Weather Institute as a location in the Nuzlocke tracker because it lets you add other extra locations. Just so I can still take Castform. I'm probably never going to use it, but I want it. W Thunder. Confusing me with your swagger. Okay, W Thunder. I knew that Manectric was good, but I didn't know it was this good. Anyway, I realized that I'm pretty sure that you can't access the water part where you can go, like, that other part might be the same, but I'm not sure, and I couldn't be bothered to check. I just wanted to do things that feel familiar. Oh, they want to give me Castform, but the party's full. Honestly, the Mystic Water is more important here. Again, I love Castform, but it's true. I'll just put you in there for now. The question is, who do I give the Mystic Water to? Oh yeah, right, it starts off without a name, so I'm gonna have to go back to the narrator. I'm gonna give it to jellyfishing for now. But I'm probably gonna give it to someone else later. Jellyfishing's just in the party, so you know. It feels so nice to have this many encounters in my box. You have no idea. Like 8 extra encounters that aren't in my party. 8 plus 6 is 12. Wait. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 whole living Pokemon? Wait, I'm gonna check their nature. Beautiful. That's what you do with what you wish for. Plus speed minus special attack. I think that's a good nature for a Castform. I'm fairly confident they have even attacking stats, even though it would make sense for it to have a higher special attack stat. But oh wait, yeah, all of its stats are the same number. What am I thinking? I did a full 420. Crazy. Anyway, May is going to be opening with her Wilmer. So yeah, Thunder can just get another kill. Then Nummel would come out next. They would go for Magnitude. And I couldn't safely get a direct switch into jellyfishing there because they're weak to ground. Because for some reason water doesn't resist ground, so... Wait, no, Oddish One's Out doesn't even resist it. So we go to Ari then. And then they're going to go for Ember. Actually, no, they'd probably go Takedown. Either way, jellyfishing would be able to take that fine. And then they just one-shot. Then Grovyle would come out. We respect Grovyle. We are all an ally to Grovyle. Oh. I don't even remember if I completed my thought earlier, but I was saying I was like an idiot because I was like deleting the other videos to clear storage because I had already put them in CapCut, but the first one, the audio didn't come with it when it went into CapCut, which is fine. There's an easy workaround, but I didn't check before I did that, so now I'm just gonna have to voice over like 15 minutes of content. I've never done that before. It's really scary, but I hope you could all support me. Anyway. Grovyle, I think jellyfishing might actually be able to take out too. Leaf Blade is obviously their biggest threat, but their poison typing makes it so it's neutral. Obviously, it's high crit rate, which could be scary. I'm just gonna stop the recording and do some calcs to see how much damage it would be. I don't want to waste your time. Okay, I'm back. I put everything into the calcs, and we're completely safe. Jellyfishing has a speed stat of 75, while Grovyle has a base speed stat of 95, and if they have 0 EVs and IVs, it's going to be 63, so... Wait, it's going to be 63. So in that case, we would outspeed, but it doesn't even matter if we outspeed, because Leaf Blade, even though it's a high crit rate move, even if it crits, it does at most 42% of our health. While Acid does at least 70.8. It's a guaranteed TKO, so we're safe. I don't even have to give jellyfish an extra level. And Ari, I'm sorry I hyped you up, and I'm not even going to use you for this. I feel mean now. Wait, is it actually over here? Oh, it is. But this, I know we can go down from here to get our leaf stone. So why not do that first? Use it immediately. Wahoo. Oddish One's Out is now in third place when it comes to base stat total out of the mons that I have. Which feels so wrong because they're a 3-stage against 2 stages. They're like one of the only 3 stages I have. And some of the 3 stages I have, well, one of the 3 stages I have can't even reach fully evolved because it's a Machoke. So we actually do go up here to initiate the fight with Brendan. Sounds like Brandon. The bee murderer. Huh. Hey, Brendan. Yeah, I can't. Wait, what? Okay, this is not my fault. I was cheated and lied to. This said that it would lead with Whelmer, and it didn't. Anyway, they're obviously going to be going for magnitude here, so... We're just going to do the same plan we were planning before, but do it earlier. I'm realizing that jellyfishing is still going to be taking the damage from takedown, so, like, we're going to be switching again anyway, and, like, sure, it's boosted crit rate, but it would have to get 2. Okay, never mind, we're just going to one-shot. No damage take. In. I was expecting Grovyle, but it has a moveset of Water Pulse, Whirlpool, Rollout, and Astonish. Water Pulse has Stab, but I have a feeling they're going to go for Rollout here. I'm going to go Acid because it's both Stab and not resisted. Oh, crit, nice. I was not expecting the Astonish there, I'm going to be real. Who am I kidding? I'm always real. That's a lie, because I always lie. Yeah, jellyfishing in fact outspeed, so this was free. W jellyfishing in the chat. They soloed. HMO2. HMO2 is fly. You see, the reference is actually correct this time. Reference me one time in an episode, shame on you. Reference me twice. Yeah, no, I won't even. It's 95% accurate and it's 2 turns, so I'm gonna keep Wing Attack still. I'm gonna get rid of Double Team because I'm not evil. And we get to Fortree. The thing is, we can't fly until we have Wynona's badge, so I feel like we're probably just going to fly over and rename you after we beat her to a pulp. We don't have as many electric types as we did in the amateur lock, but we're fine. We're at 120, we can get an encounter. The game seriously thinks I'm going to be able to get a Registeel. Like, genuinely, I genuinely think that's impossible because I have to get a Kecleon first. Like, because of the story. I'm a fool. Did I heal? Thunder is actually so strong. Can I not progress the plot until after I beat Wynona? Hold on, I'm going to pull up this route on Cerebi because the Nuzlocke tracker is just stupid. No, I really appreciate the Nuzlocke tracker, but if there's a legendary or a gift encounter or a trade or anything, like, that's always shown and then nothing else is. Okay, so in the grass, basically everything in the grass is a dupe. There's a 15% Marill, 8% Absol, and a 1% Kecleon. Or I could wait until after to like get a guaranteed Kecleon, but I don't think I would want that probably. But I'm pretty sure I can still progress the story, right? Yeah, I see them. Right. I would have to battle him. I forgot about that. I vaguely remembered there being a battle here, but not even on the Nuzlocke tracker. What? Okay, to be clear, I'm not doing this just to be safe, but I genuinely cannot tell whether I'm actually battling him or not, so. Oh, okay, got it. So this is my encounter, got it. Okay, Leon is very gimmicky, but to be fair, I would most likely be getting Meryl otherwise. And Meryl's obviously a good Pokemon, but I have tons of water types. Then Absol, like, not amazing. I mean, it's not bad, but not the best Pokemon in the game. Don't tell Peachel I said that. And again, there's a 1% encounter for it in the grass, so there's always a chance that I just still get Kecleon. So, if it were to get 5 hits on Fury Swipes and a crit on one of them, it would kill. But I've done the math for that already. To any who are wondering, Wolfie BGC, his Nuzlocke. And there's about a 3% chance of that happening, so. Now this is a lot of things. Because a 5-hit Fury Swipe would kill here. But oh wait, it's a wild Pokemon. And it doesn't even go for an attack anyway, so I'm just gonna catch it. You know, I'll use a Great Ball. Because you are a great gimmick. It's up to the jury whether that was an insult or not. Leon. I know. Right here we have the one and only Neon Leon. Thanks, Steven. Bye. Steven is up there with Watson on the leaderboard of characters I'd like in this game. I'm just gonna kill it, I want that item. I'm just now remembering that wild Pokemon I've ran in AI. I forget that way more often than not. I'm realizing I'm an idiot. I should have gotten Kecleon as my encounter in Fortree. Wait. No one has to know about this. Oh, what? What happened? I went back in time? I'm a troll. Yes. Do I care? Of course not. Why would I care at all? So, we're just gonna go until we either get an Absol or a Meryl. Again, there's a chance for Kecleon on here, but I'm hoping that I don't get it. Because that would ruin this entire bit. Any encounter now. Absol. This is probably the encounter that I prefer here. I'm probably gonna just keep using Oreosis, but Absol's cool. Let's go. I'm going to name it after Pichel because I've referenced him a lot and Absol is his favorite Pokemon. Wait, no, that was Zangoose. Right, Absol was Alpharad's favorite Pokemon. Cut that out of the video. What do you mean I don't edit these? Literally, it's in CapCut. What are you talking about? Alternating because as an electric type, it's resisting spark, so. Just go into quick text, normal again, and now it's dead. Bye, Steven. The funny thing is both Watson and Steven are better father figures than Norman is. Watson may be more arguable, but at least he wasn't embarrassed when he lost to me. Again, it has Rain and Mayhai, so. Little Nest Ball. My favorite Henry Stickmin ending. You see, the funniest part of the joke is the fact that Little Nest Egg is mid as hell. Anyway. There goes my entire plan. Well, shucks. The thing is, there's 2 trading counters here. The problem is none of the corpses I have are the ones that I would need for them. Anyway, based on the fact that I have 2 Mons I want to rename, I think now would be a pretty decent time to go back 5 miles to find the name raider. 5 miles honestly isn't even that much of an exaggeration. Probably longer than that, realistically. Just like your mom. What? I don't know if I've already felt like it, so okay, I'll take that as I've already felt. you're a bully. The question is there anything stopping me from getting a Cleon, breeding it, and then hatching an egg in Fortree? Is there anyone who's going to stop me from doing that? But if we're going to be realistic here, if I'm getting something here, I'm probably going to find a reason for one of the trades. Based on the fact that I've already had a plusle die. Yeah, I honestly forgot that this was literally right across. Then we have to go down to Sleeport. The problem with this plan is that you need to trade Pikachu, which you can't get until the spawn zone. Anyway, we're going to rename both, and we will all forget that they ever have different names. And if you don't forget, it won't make you forget. Oh, goobly woobly weezer beezers. Wait a second. Figures. To be clear, that was a BFDI reference, but I guess it serves pretty decently as censoring. To be clear, that screaming was because I accidentally turned it to light mode. And by it, I mean the Nuzlocke tracker. If I had a nickel for every time I said the words Nuzlocke tracker. Okay. Oh yeah, right. So, the thing is, it's female. The question is, do I make a boobs joke, a trans joke, or both? If you said both, that's the correct answer. Because we are naming this HRT. Okay, you heard right, you're false. The name is like Sapphire more than Joe. What if I caught that other Heckleon and I just pretended that was the one in Fortree? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Unless Steven killed it. I'm gonna call PETA. And I will say that my father figure was the one who murdered it. So they arrest Norman because they think that he's my father figure. That's why you never name drop people. Name drop. Like you drop your friends. Carry all the way to the end. Are you proud of where you went? You'll never be seen again. To be clear, all those are bars that I came up with by myself. But yeah, that's this one. But there is an energetic potion. Bikes have their own classes, but okay, you're a bully. Winter's going to be getting a level cap here, but it's fine. Okay, calm. Plus speed minus attack. Oh, who could have guessed it? Attack is its best stat, and speed is tied for its worst. Once again, worst possible nature. Well, I guess whichever nature decreases attack and raises defense would be worse because its defense and speed are tied for worse, and speed is in general better. Wait. Never mind, I'm slow. So... 75. I really had no clue in my head what activated how this works. You see, the thing is, I'm not going to include the real reason that I ended up getting absent. And in the final video that I end up making, whenever it is done, I'm just going to say that I'm not going to provide any details other than, I thought that you could catch that absol. So I just went here for an encounter. I thought that if I hadn't already fought you, you would have gotten me from there, but good thing I just put Zip Zap Zop at the front of the party. Damn it, Steven killed it. How many static Caglion encounters are in Hone? I'm just gonna look at this video and because I do not trust
Clash
it.
of Critters just dropped, and if you download from this video...
I'm sorry that I just made all your ears bleed, but my volume was high. am just gonna go down to the one that's in this route, I think. To be clear, this is not going to come. Wait, is this one the same route? Yeah, I think it is actually. Come on. Probably going to be high level. Oh wait, it's all fine. Because this is the Castform trigger. Mm. I was considering the crit, but I wasn't considering the confusion. What? Where the hell did Twister come from? Is it out of water pulses? Finally. So you're telling me that this mother flippin' melodic has refresh and recover, and this trainer has potions. What the mother truck am I supposed to frickin' do? Maybe go into chat. Finally. I did all of this just to get this Kecleon. Well, actually, to be fair, it doesn't have any status conditions, so Vajade won't do that much. Rock Smash actually will probably be completely fine here. Now that's not weak to fighting, a Karate Chop is probably safe. There we go. I literally stopped. Why did I keep going? I am such an idiot. Not what I was expecting. Jollies plus speed minus special attack would probably be good for everything I would expect. Based on how long I've been basically silent aside from some whispering to say my thoughts, I think it's clear that I am going to take a hell of a long time to recover from that. I'm Milan, and I'll see you next time if there even is one.